It might look like a tropical paradise, but there's more than meets the eye. In the contested waters of the South China Sea, tourism is the continuation of war by other means. Malaysia built this dive resort in the early 90s as a means to solidify its claims to the disputed region. Well, not that it makes much difference to China, which has claimed the entire patch from the tropical island of Hainan all the way through to waters off the coast of Malaysia, claims that are being challenged by other Asian countries. A recent spat between China and Vietnam over a controversially placed oil rig has already caused tensions, and the moves also led the U.S. to take a strong stance against China's actions.
The United States will not look the other way when fundamental principles of the international order are being challenged.
Japan also has other territorial disputes with Beijing, which is a big reason why Tokyo is trying to reinterpret its constitution to allow more self-defense activity.
Japan will spare no effort to support the efforts of ASEAN countries to maintain the safety of the sea and skies and to better preserve freedom of air and sea navigation.
China's territorial claims are part of a larger assertiveness on Beijing's part on the global political stage as the country grows in economic power.
I think China wants to see a different template, a different security framework in the region. At the same time, the United States has to face its own defense cuts and sequestration, which the Pentagon has introduced last year.
China is already a military big spender, and its increasingly aggressive territorial claims are leading to an unprecedented military buildup in Southeast Asia, where defense spending spiked 5% last year.
ASEAN is essentially challenged because underlying that unity of vision, there are bilateral spats going on within the organization. Thus far, ASEAN hasn't really shown that it has teeth when it comes to confronting hard security issues.
At a recent security conference in Singapore, it was clear that increased cooperation was key to easing tensions.
As I look around this region, certainly greater familiarity and understanding, the building of more personal relationships, more channels of communication can only be beneficial in trying to avoid conflict through miscalculation.
And that is the greatest concern, that while the current level of tension may just be posturing, all it takes is one blunder to escalate the situation. Martin Sung, CNBC.